Well, previous video had a TI-99 which is non-working at the moment, which means the other box I've got delivered is a VIC-20, so let's just get straight to it and have a look. So, nearly finished a collection of computers, mostly working, a few not, a couple others like a Enterprise TI-9, Enterprise Elan. I still need to get sorted and fixed, so that'll be a future video, and at some point I actually might start going, well, we'll go through some software and stuff. Got some ideas about bits, so let's just have a nose in this one. Lots of packing, so that's what I bought this one, is packaged it well. Oops. Lots of stuff. Lots of wrapping material. Just chuck that over there for a second. Looks like lots of tapes. Come back to that in a second. Dodgy VIC-20 RF modulator. Remember these things, but won't be using that. Oh, Commodore joystick. Not had one of those. No, they sort of made them, but yeah, don't care about that too much. Got some books, 60 programs for the VIC-20. So yeah, certainly a few programs. Beginner's Computer Handbook. Oh. Not sure this specific. I haven't seen one of these. God, what was this? This has got a date on it. £4.50. Oops. Did this have a date? Oh, it's certainly very colourful. Some interesting bits about what's inside the computer. Shall have a review. Oh, looks like a Spectrum Mimic there. Bit history. Oh, ZX81. It certainly does date back a bit. Oh, okay. So talk about Sinclair Market Drive. So this certainly dates from around, I guess, 83, 84. All rights reserved. Blah 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 blah. 1983. Okay, so that's a good guess. So right, let's just stick that there. Basic for beginners. Again, another quite colourful thing where I have a nose for that. It doesn't look to be specific to VIC-20s. Oh, there's a TI-99 now. I thought I'd sort of go past in the picture. Oh, again, similar sort of books. I have a data set. This may or may not be working. Oh, I have a manual. Personal computing on the VIC-20. Oh, I shall have a nose for that. So we'll do the user manual. How to connect your VIC-20. Oh, God, that is an old tape drive. That's a very old one. Okay, I'll look at that. Not sure if that works or not. And then brick VIC-20 power supply. What that? Oh, okay. So this is a 2-pin adapter one. I thought this is one of the more recent ones I was getting, but never mind. Doesn't matter. So let's just get that out of the way. Guess that's not the area of dodgy ones. Let's just move the box somewhere else. Let's go there in a second. So it seems to be reasonably well wrapped. Slightly yellow. Okay, so I've seen one of these up close for a long time, so yeah, so I think that's one of the original ones. single joystick, on off switch, which that seems to, okay, that seems to be a bit sticky. To look into that. I've got serial connector, cartridge ports, tape, user I/O, whatever. And that should be a standard. Not sure actually it's standard 664. Got a, where is it? Over in the cable here. Okay, so slightly different video adapter. Right, so she'll have to look into that and see if we can get an actual VIC-20 one. I'll have to look into the fact that this seems to be not wanting to turn on. I shall look at that. It's probably a bit sticky, but anyway, that's a bit for the moment. And then we've just got some tapes and an Amiga Race cartridge. Cartridge. Yep, so bunch of tapes, so we'll come back to those. Right, so I'll just pause this for a moment. Okay, well, it turns out I don't have a 5-pin DIN connector at the moment for the video, so I think let's just go through this via a video recorder and then into a OSSC, so hopefully this works. Oh, forgot to say, had a look, the on-off switch just seems to be really sticky, so after wiggling it around, it finally loosened up, so I think there's some sticky for the moment. So what we'll do is just take my cable, which is on the floor, I can't reach, so we'll just stick the video adapter in for a second. So it should be on channel 36 probably, or channel 35, one of the two. Let's turn on the RSSC. So it's probably going to be on RGB, I guess. And then what I'll do is just take a composite video, actually knacker this cable slightly, so let's just stick the composite in. Red cable over here. I seem to have accidentally rolled over it. Oh, come on. In the chair at some point. I accidentally killed it, but never mind. Doesn't really matter. Just need to see if this is actually working. So I'll take the original Commodore power supply, plug that in. Hopefully nothing releases magic smoke. Oops, this is off in a moment. Just off in a second. Okay, let me just switch the video to, what am I doing? This one? Nope, not that one. Oh, that one. That one. Okay, that will do. So set to channel 6 already, so we should be able to see, this should turn on. Let's see what it does. If anything, come on, that rocker switch is really, aha, on. No picture at the moment. Yes, it's not quite set to channel. Oh, it is there. Oh, we have a black and white picture. That wasn't quite what it was after. Is that going to be? Let's try one of the settings on here. That's better. I think I'm going to need the cable. Let's try this setting. That looks even worse. I shall need to have a look at further at this. Well, I've got a black and white picture, so there's something. 3,583 bytes free. Okay, so keyboard works. Feels similar to the C64 cable. I'm quite sure that's just given a compass black and white picture. It could be settings on the OSSC here. Just take off. Oh, that's a bit dodgy. Oh, I've been called.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Right, you saw a bit of the video, black and white. I was just had to refresh my memory of that video because I haven't actually been a bit of time before I got back to things again because I've been a bit busy. What is a cam? Is that straight? So I'm just looking at the image. Just is that? Sorry, I was just looking at where the camera angle is because OCD being straight. Oh, that's straight. So I have got a video cable now because rather than going via the RF modulator, which has disappeared somewhere, so I've got VIC-20, OSSE, which probably should be on the correct one. Whatever the RGBS, I don't know, whatever. It's on something. Anyway, got a cable from Retro Computer Shack, who's obviously well, plugging them slightly. I've had lots and lots of cables from them, so just a little plug because always seems to be well made, and that's literally where everything I've got come from. Just using a Competition Pro joystick for want of joystick to use. I don't have a Commodore one, so let's see if I can get something which is not black and white now. Going via video recorder probably wasn't the best thing. Really must sort out the switch. I'm gonna have to work out how you take these apart to clean them up, so we'll do that. So let's just give it a wiggle so we can get it turned on. Come on, come on, come on. You'd think for a bit of wiggle it might come on. Ah, dear. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, we've got a red light. That's good. Do we have a picture? Yay! Okay. Okay, so that is what I remember a VIC-20 looking like. I have to look at the. Sorry, I was just looking at the picture, so I can see there's a lot of this blue banding. Is that? It might be. I have to adjust the profile on the OSSC just to get a proper banding and just try and get something overlap. But looks like there's a little bit of ghosting on there. I can adjust that. That's not going to be pedantic about that at the moment. I'm still learning some stuff about OSSC because I don't use it too much. So it did. Oops, shift lock. So it did work out. The keys worked. So yes, we'll find out what works next. I do have a cartridge, Amiga Race. I think this was really common. What I really want is Jelly Monsters. I do have a copy of the image somewhere. Whether I can write it back to ROM at some point, that'll be in the future. I'm going to get a RAM up. Oh, something fell off. And see if I can actually get that back again. Not even sure if the sound works. Well, we'll find out whether the sound works on this or not. Oh, the off switch really works really well. Change that be on. So I think there's a cartridge slot. The cartridge slot is there. So let's just. Is that in? That's in. So should we turn it back on again? Yeah. Off is really. Oh, actually that's slightly better. So let's just see. We've got that. Ah, okay. Amiga Race. Is there sound on this? Does the sound work? How do I know whether the sound works? I don't know. So what we've got, paddle, joystick. So let's just have a quick look. I remember seeing this years and years ago because a friend of mine had a copy of Amiga Race a long time ago. So let's just see whether this works. So oh, we've got left and right. Oh dear. So yeah, so this looks like it works. Okay. What's that? Wow, that was whoops, and I hit something. Okay. Oh, there is sound, so I can see. I can't actually hear the sound at the moment because I've actually rather than oops, oh, that didn't go very well. So rather than have speakers on, I think I get some weird feedback stuff, so I'll try not to do that too much, but this is probably going pew 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 or something, which I'll discover. Oh, that's no. Wow, this is actually not bad, I have to say. Whoops. The high score, well, some oh, bloody hell, don't swear, just you touch the acceleration on here and it's really fast. It's cool. Oh bloody hell, it's and I died. Okay, well, anyway, opposed to playing as opposed to me playing this badly, you can see that actually works. So what would actually do get, let's just turn it off for a second, don't know whether it works or not, is an original VIC-20. Oh, that smells a bit musty. Tape. So there seems to be a Wizard and the Princess tape in here. Okay. Fortunately, whoever last played it didn't actually stop it at the end. I don't know whether this works or not, so that's off. I do have some other tape drives. I think it's the same regardless. Okay, so we've got a little 4 and 3 slot. Where's it? Oops. Where's the tape? 4 and 3. That's that way round. So let's just see whether this works or not. Oh, there's a chunky cable. Let's just stick that there for a sec. So turn this on. Wiggle the power switch. And hopefully it will turn. Oh, there we're on. So we've got a screen. Okay, nothing happens pressing play. I don't know if this is a little bit knackered. Let's try. Press play, let's see if. Okay, nada. So looks like this is going to have to get fixed. Oop. No sounds, can't hear anything. Okay, fine. So let's just turn that back off. Unplug that. If I can get it to come out. I'll fix that one at some point. Let's find a tape drive. Got another one here. Right. Oh, this. It's dusty. So let's try that again. 4 and 3. So the 6.5, the CIA chip obviously must work in here because it did actually play. Right, it is off. So let's try this one. See if that works. So we've got a power switch. Oh, it's slightly easier that time. So this plays. Nothing. Okay. Maybe let's just try and hit play on that to see if it's. Okay. That does nothing as well. Sure, one of these works. Let's turn that off. Unplug this. Let me just pause this for 1 second. Okay, let's try something slightly different. Tried another tape drive, didn't work. Not sure why, but what I have found, if I can switch. Hang on, where's it gone? Where is it? That one? Oh, there we go. What I do have is a Pi 1541, and it probably works. So what I've just done is uploaded some games onto memory stick for the moment, and what I should be able to do, if I can work out which one's up and down, I haven't used this for a while, is then find something to actually load. Oh, that works. No, it doesn't. Where did I go? So I should. Oh, no. Oh, what have I done? Where's enter? Which one's which? I have no idea. There, no idea. Is that back up? Where am I? That's probably somewhere. Over the ocean. Oh, I think I'm going backwards here. So let's try. What's that down? Programs. So I'm going to give me a list, and I should have a list of things here. I could plug this into a HDMI, but I don't actually have a HDMI converter, and obviously I can, if I plug a keyboard in, I'll be able to get another view, but I don't have that at the moment. Being that I've only got 3K memory, I have absolutely no idea what will work, if any of this. Let's just find something. Aardvark attack. I have no idea what Aardvark attack is, so let's see what that is. Okay, so I believe that is loaded. Where's a window? That one. Yeah, that's the one I was after. So let's see if I can actually get a listing. Oh, that actually worked. Okay, so it does work. Aardvark attack, which is 11 blocks. Okay, let's just see. Oh, hang on. just in case there's a load of feedback. Let me just turn off the speaker because whilst I was hunting for some stuff, I was listening to some bits. Nope, that's not star. Where's star? Star. This may get an out of memory error, possibly. Wow, that's speedy. Oh, that shoot. So, did that actually give me something there? Oh, we seem to have a basic program. Okay, so let's see what that does. Instructions, yes. Your what? Andromeda aardvarks are attacking Earth. Your alphanumeric radar can save Earth first. Recognize the bomb. Eh? Then save the city 0 to 9. Okay, let's see what this does. Alphanumeric weapons, which level? Let's go for novice. Ooh. Okay, so we've drawn something. E. Press E. 3. Doing something. L9. I have absolutely... What? Okay. R2. I have no idea what this is doing. It is what? That's 2. This reminds me a bit of the old calculator game. There was never had a I remember school bits where you basically had numbers going up and down. You had to do up and down and W6. We press those 6 loads of times. I don't know what this is doing. There's no sound, there's no bits. Okay, so it does something. Did I lose? Did it do something? Got a score. Okay, let's skip that. What was it? Let's find something else. So if we go, how do I go back? Okay, let's find something else. Adventure. That sounds boring. So let's go for adventure. Let's just start. Just wait for that to beep and load. Wow. Oh yeah, the beeps. I think the beeps were the track change on this. I haven't got any clicks. I think we'll change that. Yee, that does not look good. I think we may have run out of memory. Okay, so that's going to require 16K. Right, let me just pause this a sec. Let's find something that runs in 3K. Okay, let's go for classic one. This, I think, possibly works in... what? So let's go for Jeff Minter's Grid Runner, because that should work. Just going to pause this a bit and see if I can get some headphones so I can actually hear something, but without getting the feedback from our normal PC speakers, which are just shockingly bad. Oh, right. Okay, back again. I've dug out my what are these Sennheiser HD25 headphones. Did have another speaker jack on the PC, but I couldn't seem to get it to work, so I've just taken the normal sound out and just plugged it in the headphones. So what I should have is Grid Runner, so an old Llamasoft game, or one of the original Llamasoft games. So hopefully we should be able to get this to work in 3K, possibly. Oh, okay, that comes up. So classic game, Manic. So this should work, and I'll see what the sound sounds like for the first time of this. Yep, I remember this, to say the least. I've been just see about getting other things to work. Oops, and I died. Wow, that was impressively dead. So yeah, it's this funky game. Remember things used to fly around. Oops, that's nearly dead. Oh yeah, okay. So once those things on the screen mature, I guess, they get the bits. Oh wow, so this actually works. Ah, cool. This is in 3K. Let's see. Up here. Ooh, that was close. 6 men. Ah, this is really cool. This is actually quite fun. Well, I'll get a memory upgrade and see if I can get the classic Jelly Monsters running at some point. If I can get it cut into a ROM image or something. And then, how did I not die there? Oh shit. Oh, no, should be swearing, and I did. That's fair enough. But yeah, okay. So the VIC-20, it works, and yeah, it's great fun, to say the least. So I shall have a bit of VIC-20 days, see what else we can get to work. Nope, okay, I've gone into the zappy thing. But yeah, so this is time. Ah, fun times, fun times. Wow. Shows that games were really quite hard back in the day. Just say default setting or default difficulty settings were really quite high. I'm not sure how I survived the that. But yeah, and I think I shall leave the video about there for the moment because this works, and oops, I will go through some other 64 games at some point. My headphones just fell off, and yeah, okay, thank you for watching me badly play Grid Runner.